Okay, so the next goal now is to populate it with the data, populate the drop down with the data that comes from the database. So what I wanted to show you here is if I click here and I type in period add all, add alls has various versions of add all. But what I wanted to show you here is that add all actually meets the signature of what this for each is looking for. This for each is looking for consumer. Basically, it's something that takes in the data type that I'm looking for. So in this example here, this is a consumer, will be a consumer of strings because we define this as a string. So how do I use this to my benefit? If I type in CB grade get items, now remember when we're passing a method reference, we're going to do colon colon, and I'm going to say here add all. Okay. This is complaining because I have to spell get items correctly. Let's delete this just to make a pointer so you see that it's working. Let's run it now. If I click on the drop down, nice. Okay. So this met the requirement of a consumer, this all method. It takes in a value. And that consumer, that's what a consumer is. It takes in something. Okay, so that's why that worked. Now, I'm just indenting because I just like it to match up. Now, the next thing I don't like about this is, by default, I should have a value here, meaning that the user, maybe the default is all, okay? Of course, there's no such thing named all, but let's do that for the users so they can pick which one that they want. So for example here, we're going to go back to CB grade, get items. We're going to add a value all to it. Okay, let's save it just to see what happens. Let's run this again. Let me close this version of it. The reason I can run this, just remembers the last thing that I ran. So notice it says run the main. So I'm going to run the main here, for example. Let's click on the drop down. There goes the all. Now the problem I'm still having is I want the all to be selected. So if you remember in the previous example, we did CB grade set value, and we're going to set it as all. Now if we run this, okay, all is there, looks fantastic. The problem is if I click on search now, all means nothing to the database. Okay, this is for the users so they could see it work. So what we need to do is we need to make our code smart enough to know if it sees the word all, it just wants everything. Okay, so we have to make the data access object a little bit smarter to understand, you know, this means show everything. But the whole idea is we got the drop down to work. It looks fantastic. Okay, and now we have these different values. Okay, so of course this is not associated with this particular item right now, but our goal is to get rid of this grade text box and use this right now. And that's what we'll continue to do in the next few videos. With that, good luck and good coding.